Quick, like and subscribe for insane luck in every game. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm back making another video, and in today's video, we're playing Grow a Garden once again, and I'm going to be giving you guys the ultimate guide to this game. So first things first, if you're already a pro at this game, and I happen to leave out one thing that I forget, just comment it down below, and I will heart the comment so that this really is the ultimate guide. I don't want to accidentally miss something, and then nobody even points it out in the comments. So if I do miss something, just comment down below. I'll pin your comment. Okay, so when you very first start off in this game, very first thing you're pretty much going to do is go over to the seed shop and get some carrot seeds. Now, carrots grow almost instantly, so these are one of the quickest ways to make some very fast money at the start. So once you start getting a tiny bit more money, obviously you get some better seeds whenever they're in stock, and you just keep farming. And then once you get to the point where you start having like $50,000 to $100,000 just from farming, then you're gonna want to go over here and get your first egg. The common egg only costs 50,000, and the pet eggs come back like every 30 or 40 minutes. They've changed the timer multiple times in this game, because I'm pretty sure it was only 20 minutes the other day. And I saw some video when I was doing research that the timer used to be a few hours. But yeah, once you get your first pet, I can go over to my garden and show you what the pets actually do. So, for example, I have a couple of these blood owls, and these gain an additional 0.61 XP a second for all of my pets. And these pets give you all kinds of different boosters, like my giant ants. It's a 10.6% chance that every time I harvest a crop, it duplicates. And rarer crops have a little bit less chance, but if you have multiple of these giant ants, you can collect some really rare crops that are worth millions or billions, and they'll duplicate. So this is one of my favorite pets as well. But you have to feed your pets. Hungry pets do not level up. They'll continue working, but they will not level up. And the reason you want your pets leveled up is because you can go over to the shop and you can get free pet equip upgrades and free egg slots to hatch multiple pets at a time. All you need is to level up some pets, and now I can hatch 4 eggs at a time instead of just 3. Currently, I can equip 6 pets instead of just 3, and once I get another pet to level 60, I can have 7 pets equipped, and I don't have to spend all these Robux. So that you definitely need to keep in mind in the beginning. Okay, and then also, now that you guys know how to farm, start making some money, what the pets do, how to get them, how to level them up, now we need to talk about mutations, because this is how you get real money. As you can see, this mushroom in my hand is celestial, which means it's super big, and the weight is 33.45 kilograms, and the more kilograms it is, the more money it's worth. Also, if it's moonlit, frozen, shocked, rainbow, golden, there's also like a new blood moon thing that makes it worth like over 100x. I'll put all the different mutations and the percentages on the screen if you guys want to just take a screenshot. But yeah, the more expensive the seeds are, obviously, the bigger the fruit's going to be, the more it's going to sell for, and the more it's actually going to feed your pets. So if you just feed your pets little carrots and strawberries, they're really not going to fill up. They're still going to be hungry. You got to feed them something good. But also, you don't want to feed them something like this that's worth millions and millions of dollars. I would just feed them stuff like coconuts. Like the coconuts fill up my pets pretty quick, and they're not worth a ton of money, like a celestial, moonlit, frozen, shocked mushroom. So if I go sell this, this is going to be worth quite a bit. Yeah, 62 million. You don't want to feed a pet a $62 million plant, because that's a waste of a lot of money. Okay, also, the seeds, they restock every 5 minutes, and most of these really rare seeds are barely ever in the shop. So this is the really hard part for a lot of the beginning players, is trying to get these higher end seeds. So there's a couple of Discord servers that I've heard about that actually notify you and show you what's currently in the seed shop every 5 minutes, so you can get notified when there's something really good in the shop. Like, for example, if you need mushrooms for the quest over at the gear guy, which I'll talk about in a minute, these are really rare. So if you join one of those servers, it'll tell you when they spawn in. The seed shop is the exact same for everyone across servers, I'm pretty sure, because when I was streaming the other day, every time there was a good seed in the shop, my whole chat told me immediately. But there are other ways to get really, really rare seeds other than just the seed shop. Also, you can macro the seed shop if you already have a ton of money and you can pretty much buy like unlimited stuff. You can macro through the speed shop and just click on each one and click the buy button and just have this repeating all night. But that's only if you have a ton of money and you want to buy like literally every single one of the rare seeds as soon as it pops up all night long. Okay, so let's go back to the other side, and I need to show you guys the quests over at the gear shop that I was talking about, because this is another way to get really good seeds, since they're so rare to actually spawn in the shop. So over here at the gear stand, you can get gear or you can do the daily quest. So if I do all of these quests in the next 17 minutes, because it's almost the end of the day, I will get 2 seed packs. And the seed packs usually give you quite a bit better seeds. And then also at the gear stand, these things are really, really useful. Watering can speeds up the plant growth. Trowel moves plants. So I'm actually going to buy a few of these because I'm going to want to move some of my plants soon and reorganize once I start getting a ton of stuff. But yeah, they have really good sprinklers that increase the growth speed and the mutation chances. And this one increases the growth speed and the fruit size. And then this one increases growth speed, mutation chances, and fruit size. Lightning Rod redirects lightning 3 times before being destroyed. These are pretty expensive when they're in stock. I think they're like 10 million. So you don't want to get stuff like this until you have really good fruits. 10 million seems like a lot in the beginning of the game, but if you can get lightning to strike some fruit that's already rainbow or celestial or moonlit, you can make a really high-end fruit go from like 60 million to a billion. Like, it's worth it later in the game to get these items. That's why I pretty much just buy them every time they're in the shop. Like these favorite tools, favorites your fruit to prevent collecting, so nobody can come and steal your fruit if you have a really, really good fruit with some mutations on it, but you're not collecting it because you're waiting to get some other mutations. Because when you stack up 3-4 mutations on a fruit, it's worth so much more. But yeah, Master Sprinkler greatly increases growth speed, mutation chances, and fruit size for 10 minutes. So whenever these in stock, you kind of want to get some of these, obviously later on in the game when you get some really good plants. So let me show you another way to get really good plants, and this is probably the most important. So hopefully a lot of people stayed this far through the video. So the next night event is in 15 minutes. There's night events, thunderstorm events, and now with this new update, there's like blood moon events. And all of these events bring a special shop in the middle where you can get some really good stuff. So let me just give you an example. Like these blood owls, these are the best owls in the game. They give you the most XP per second for all of your pets. That's what the different owls do, and these are the best ones. And I got these from the Blood Moon shop when it was a Blood Moon event. I'm pretty sure it's called Blood Moon. So, sorry. Oh, also, I know that this isn't like a tip or trick to make you richer in the game, but this is one thing that can help you have more fun in the game if you're a little bit bored. This guy built an obby with the cosmetics that just came out the other day. So as you can see, you can jump up here in his base and then jump over here, jump up here, and he made a whole obby up in the sky, which I think is super cool. I did not even know that you could do this. Oh, wait, you gotta jump around that umbrella. That's a hard one. How high does this obby go? Okay, it goes all the way to that platform. But yeah, like, you can do super cool stuff in this game now with the cosmetics. I really didn't think the cosmetics would change a ton, but with people building obbies and stuff like this, it's really cool. So that's a tip if you just, like, are a little bit bored and want to have some fun and you have a bunch of extra money on cosmetics. Yeah, let me open up these Twilight crates while they're ready real quick. But yeah, back to the topic that I was on. That's where you get the best seed packs, is from the event shops. That's where you get the best pets and some of the best plants. So for example, these plants over here, these moon mangoes, it cost me 100 million for this moon mango seed, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 200 million. I don't remember the exact price, in the shop when it popped up, but it was pretty expensive. But this is also a really, really good plant. So if I go sell some of these moon mangoes, I just grabbed a few of them and they don't even have a bunch of good mutations. And yeah, I still got $288,000, which doesn't seem like a lot, but like I said, those plants didn't even have good mutations on them. But then you can also get other gear items from these event shops that come like every 30 minutes or an hour. That's what these star collars are. These are from like the Blood Moon event shop. But yeah, this is a pretty relatively simple game, and it still has millions of concurrent players. So I think this game's actually going to be around for a little while. It's really simple, but also built well. Like, some games don't need to be super complicated. Anybody can play this. You don't have to have skill. Like, you just have fun, farm, build an obby. So yeah, like some of those gear, like the star collar from the event shops, are really, really useful, but kind of only later on in the game. So you pretty much start with the regular seeds. Oh, I did not make that jump. And yeah, you guys pretty much get the point. You start off with the basic seeds, you keep trying to get better stuff, and you keep farming. Hopefully when you're playing through some events, you get mutated fruits, and you can make a lot of money, go get some pets, get some gear, get some good sprinklers, start growing your garden way, way faster, until eventually you can complete some quests, get some seed packs, get some way better fruits, save up enough to actually buy the packs from the events, and buy the gear from the events, the super sprinklers, and you can start making money really quick in this game. You just kind of have to know how. I was at a pretty good standstill, like, for a little while when I first played the game, because I just didn't really know what I was doing, but I did a little research, and now that I know what I'm doing, I decided to make a quick and easy ultimate guide for you guys. Anybody that has questions, please comment your questions down below. Anybody that has extra advice that I might have left out or forgot about, please comment that down below. I will respond to questions if I can, and I will heart or pin any extra advice that I think will help people out. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I was able to help some of you all out. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button, comment some ideas for more future videos down below, and subscribe if you have not already with notifications on if you want to know when I go live or upload again. And I will see you all in the next one very soon. Peace out, everybody. Ooh, I actually made the jump. Oh, we're going crazy. Oh, and I fell. I tried.